A kalpa is very large time frame indeed, which goes beyond which geology can pick up. We can only pick up 4.567 billion years of geological data. That goes to the maximum of the uranium isotopes, the radioactive rocks that we find, or other radioactivities, usually uranium, lead. What I have read is the colors in not the kalpas but the yugas, where we have every Satya Yuga being white for purity, and we also have in scripturally one classification of man called Hamza. That would be the white swan of Vishnu, where everybody devoted themselves to Vishnu, Hamza being white. In after Satya Yuga, then it's Treta Yuga, that is red. So that would be the red rakt, the red color of Ramachandra. But it's debatable of what was the skin color of Ramachandra. Are we talking about his material complexion, or his aura, or the color which the humans could see, the devas could see, or the Daityas may be different. But basically we have dvarpara Yuga, I wouldn't say black, but so dark purple that it is near black, which is known as the Sanskrit color Krishna.
Krishna.
Yeah, which we even see in the current nomenclature, how we name plants, vegetables, fruit with such a dark purple color as also Krishna. And this is etymologically found around the world with ancient languages all having this Krishna or near Krishna name, like Kursk, like into cherry, meaning black cherry. It's similar names. So the Dvarpara Yuga, black and purple black. And finally Kali Yuga, that would be yellow, actually. Why yellow? Because that would be Gaudiya, saying the golden color, the aura of Chaitanya leaving in 1533. Do you mean the schweta kalpa, the white varaha, the other varaha being brown? Does that come into play into the colors of kalpa, schweta kalpa? With geology and color, there are the Sanskrit term for yellow, for example, su-pita. Yeah, we have pita. But then there is su-pita. The su will be the super version of that yellow, a bright yellow, a luminous yellow. And in geology, that is sulfur. Yeah, Shweta Kalpa, the white Kalpa, the white Varaha. Geology does go deep into colour. It's called birefringence. And what colours are reflected through specialised spectral microscopes, spectra, or how crystals reflect light, which crystals turn different colours depending on the light source. I know an acharya near the end of his life, he was meditating upon the rainbow. And he then said that every colour is in the rainbow, comes from that rainbow, which is true. So we can scientifically say it's the nanometer wavelength of which gives us the color. And if we wanted to go beyond the usual thresholds of human sight of these colors, then there is supposedly a cactus in the deserts which shamans consume to see in the ultraviolet spectrum. The same as animals are attracted to UV color to see the plants. This was found by a scientist called Klaus, not of the WEF, not Klaus Schmidt, finding these rocks that can have symbols written on them that can only be seen in the ultraviolet spectrum from ancient peoples that should not have UV lights to even create it. Certainly old things. So there are very strange things out there. There's a girl who supposedly be able to see planets at a great magnification just with her normal eyes, but she I think she made a Guinness record of her power of sight, but she doesn't want to be hassled. As you can imagine, every military scientist would want to dissect her eyes and ask her questions, but give her lots of tests because they want every soldier to be able to naturally see way beyond the normal 20/20, very far or very close. And that is a Siddhi thing. Meditating within oneself to see very close. That was supposedly done by the Theosophical Society, but it seems to be, by Western science, it seems to be debunked, that they couldn't really see the atom, which they wrote books about. We have to call it a mutation for somebody to see beyond. Even if a scientist got hold of a Siddhi, I don't think they've dissected Siddhis to find out. Even now, somebody just posted a couple of days ago, a woman found her DNA was half Labrador, half some other dog. She fooled them in pretending that her DNA was from a dog and to tell me the DNA of my dog species. But it was, and they told her, oh, yes, your dog is this and this, but it was her DNA. It was her human DNA. So they said, you are a Labrador dog and this other type of dog, a Masamuk dog. And during COVID, we have the Tanzanian president saying, okay, I'll give you, say, a dozen human samples with their names. Tell me if they have COVID or not. And they said, okay, this one we're not sure about. These don't have COVID, but these definitely have COVID. And they said, okay, well, the problem is the samples I gave you weren't really human. They were a papaya, a potato, a piece of wood. So you're telling me these papaya and potato have COVID. So these DNA tests are really bad. There was a person who paid for every DNA test out there and found that they were all, even if he paid $1,000 for the test, to the cheapest, $80, they were all very bad, just dependent on the database that they have, really behind. DNA is increasing. It is about the year 2011. We'll have this push of a new branch of DNA in universities called genomics, looking at the genomic markers, deeper, and it was for the richest. I mean, these DNA tests costed $1 million or $10 million each, but within the past 15 years, it has decreased in cost 100 times and got 1,000 times more accurate. And so it's progressing, but there is a lot of manipulation at the moment with DNA.